guys, it's Ralph, and welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa Another. Last episode, well, I think it can speak for itself. Unfortunately, Tomori finally was accepted back into the group, where she was less stubborn, and now she got murdered. Now it's our job to investigate and figure out how and who killed her. So with no more delay, let's get to it. So what the hell is this? It's like a camera recorder? Is this a broken flashlight? Actually, there are two broken flashlights here. These must have been Tomori's and the culprit. Dude, how the hell do you break a flashlight? You want a flashlight, you need to turn on the dark switch. That could have been Tomori's, right? Then how did the culprit manage to navigate without being noticed? But why are these broken? Was there a reason to break them, or... Bro, you know how hard it is to break a flashlight? What's it? It's her blood. What? Handwriting. XXX. It's Leon! No, it's not. At first, I thought it was just blood, but the blood appeared to indicate the handwriting of something on the floor. X for... No, it was written 3X and a bigger X mark. Oh. Maeda, is that a dying message? Dying message? Is that something that comes out of a mystery story? Well, it's not necessarily only in fiction. It's entirely possible for victims to lose a clue of the killer. Then, this clue would look like Tomori when she died? Does this clue mean anything, though? Well, I can't confirm since I'm not a detective. It's possible that the blood sprayed in that matter. Bro, how are you telling me that there's just 3 identical X's and then 1 big one? You can't tell me that's accidental. Huh? However, due to the circumstance, it's more likely to be a message. We have to decipher it. Yeah, there's no way that it's just an accidental blood spray to hell. Yeah, which I could know what it means. The last message Tomori left to us. XXX capital X. What does it mean? Well, I think not something like too obvious. Alright, let's get right up and close. Tomori. Sure, she prefers others and tried to hit on the guides. But she too in her heart wanted to change, and we were getting to know her too. Bro, we barely got to know her! We were like, come into their group, she finally accepted and opened up to it, and then all of a sudden, bro, who did this to her? What villain did this to her? She didn't deserve this. Not only that, although it was bitter, we were always cheerful with Tomori. The sense went up in a good sense, bringing energy to everyone. Dear Lord, she really didn't deserve this. So then, why? Why did you end up this way? I have no time to grieve. A lot of things that I need to investigate in order to find out the truth. It's the same thing with Maki, but... Tomori, I'm sorry for intruding. Really sorry. Tomori's body looked terrible. The whole body is bloody. As shown in the Monokuma file, the stomach and neck has stab wounds. The wound on the neck was still bleeding a little, and thanks to that, there was a bloody smell all over the room. That knife stabbed in the neck must be the murder weapon at first glance. It seemed that this time, the killer did not dispose the weapon, or did not feel the need to go back for it. But this knife, it's a kitchen knife. Does that conclude that the weapon could not have been anywhere but in the kitchen? I'll have to check the kitchen later. And then there's one more question about Tomori's body. The wound on the stomach. The culprit ended her breathing by stabbing Tomori on her neck, but I also say that the fatal wound was in that location as well. If so, what's the reason for the stomach wound? If we think of a possibility, they stabbed in the stomach and then stabbed her right away on the neck, or... she was stabbed in the neck in the second attack after she fell down here. It's a crafty killer. I really don't know the details because I don't have the specialized knowledge. Inori might know something, and I should consult with Kinjo as well. If I were the culprit, uselessly increasing the wounds would leave more traces behind. There has to be a reason for a stomach wound. But what caused the stomach wound? Is it a knife? It looked a little bit too big for a knife to go in there. Anything more to be found on the body? If I take a look, at the time Tomori died around 9:30. Whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is the prime suspect. I'll ask the others about it and find out. It's time to move. Alright, Inori. Maeda. Inori, are you doing an autopsy? Yeah, Kinjo took over, so I'm going to work hard. He took over? What do you mean? Well, he said he had something to check and went somewhere else. When I was doing Maki, we made the autopsy together. What did you check? Also, how about we confirm things together? What to say, it's a terrible amount of blood loss. You would have excessive amount of bleeding when about 1/3 of the blood volume flows out. It's not about 1/3 that you can see. It's amazing even this amount of blood came out. Neck wounds are definitely fatal, but it would have self-coagulated to some extent after the heart stopped. The amount of bleeding should have gradually decreased. This means, are you saying something caused the mass bleeding? No, I can't confirm it with just my opinion, but if your blood pressure is high, then there'd be a lot of bleeding. That's much I know. So she was stabbed, and then she ran in here, but then there'd probably be a blood trail, no? In simpler terms, there are individual differences. Well, there's a lot of bleeding in this case, meaning it must have been taken a while before dead. Thanks to that, Tomori felt a terrible pain before drawing to their last breaths. Who would have planned such a horrible murder? So, there is a killer among us in this case too. I'm sorry, Nori. Yes. Like this time with Higa, are we going to doubt each other again and accuse people? I think this has to be done. I know it's painful. I won't force you if you don't want to, but if we don't, that means we'll have no choice but to give up on our lives. Yeah, I know. Sorry for the negativity. I'll work hard for their sake. And for my result of the autopsy, when I found out the abnormal amount of blood loss, and the time of death does match with the Monokuma files. That's good enough information to help. Thank you, Inori. It's okay. You are welcome, Maeda. I'll check Tomori in more detail in case I miss anything. Inori's having a difficult time too, but she is steadily fighting the desperate situation on our hands. Let's do our best. I need to find out the truth. Okay, but what that like iron thing with blood over here? What the hell is this? Huh? This is... The hell is that? It's a cloth that I see for the first time, but that's not the important issue. It's bloody. I don't know where this came from, but it's bloody, so it must be related to the crime, right? It's a little burned, but enough to cover a human body. Yeah. Maybe the killer stabbed Tomori and she was bleeding, so they used a cloth to prevent it. Tomori suffered a lot of blood loss, so they had to contain it at the time of the murder. Of course, the cause of that was the neck wound. The throat cut, they had to act fast as it would drip onto the floor with every second. Preventing the blood from splashing, that's quite premeditated from the killer. Suddenly, when I turned over the piece of cloth, I was able to discover a few things under it. A lighter? This is a lighter, right? Who smokes? Oh, that explains the burns all over the room, but like, how do you burn a TV? A cheap, compact lighter that is used to lit a small fire. It doesn't necessarily have the firepower to create a huge one. However, the fact that this lighter was here means that this must have caused the beginning of it, so it's natural to say that there should be some traces of being used in the room. Yeah, no shit, look over! Look all over the room, Maeda! Yuki, come on! Besides, not just that, the lighter was covered under the cloth together with another object. The crumpled paper here, let's see, what's it? Meet at the power generator room at 9? Oh my god, it's this thing again? Oh, is it like the secret? I couldn't read the content properly because it was almost burned out. It was difficult to recognize any words at all, but I knew where this paper came from. The secret note. Monokuma told us about this motive and shared it to everyone. There's also this. What is this? Yuki Maeda might be. It's my secret note. Huh? This is. Why is this at the scene of the crime? The contents are almost burned out, so I don't know what the secret written here is. Fine, but it is a shameful secret to me then. There are so many things. No way. Again, this motive caused another murder. Let's think this for a moment. Tomori pick up my note? No, wait. Yeah, Tomori didn't have the note. What? What race do you even based on? I'll look anyways. With, you sleep with your parents still at this age. What's this? Really useful information. Who would want to know this? Ha! It sure is a joke after all. What's the motive for sure? Shut up! If you're old enough, you shouldn't be sleeping with your dad. You're a mess. Oh, okay, but how in the blazes did you find out? Secret that Tomori picked up, but Otoori's. So there's one possibility left. The caller picked up my secret. It's possible to create the fire in order to destroy the evidence and burn everything? But the weird thing is, was my secret going to kill someone that much? It can't be, even though there were embarrassing secrets. There was no secret that could motivate a murder to happen. I'll take it. Maybe I'll find something out later. Who had Yuki's note? That's interesting. Right. This is what I was concerned about before. There's a long line of something running across the wall of the control room. Oh, it's a fuse, right? It's actually broken in the middle, cut with a knife. No, rather, it's a burnt mark. The fire in the control room in this fuse. There could be a regulation, right? That someone triggered the fire inside the switch room through the fuse. What, this the cause? Ooh, for what reason? Perhaps the killer did it, but I got no idea why. This is what stands out the most of the scene in the incident. The glass window is broken. I didn't know it because it was dark, but there's a window you can see the power room. The glass window on the power room, what this one then? The window for the control room. But this window was broken for some reason. The culprit killed Tomori and break through the window? There's a possibility. Break this window and come out from the side where the equipment is. And go straight through the door where it leads to the exit. The door of the second floor corridor. But, I don't know. If I were going to straight out the hallway. Anyway, if I were going to leave the power room to the entrance of the control room, what's the reason for breaking the glass if not being used as an escape? If you think about it, it's not possible going to the control room to the entrance using the window as an escape route, because if someone heard the noise from the power room, it would have been a matter of time being discovered. Besides, breaking the window must have made extra noise. I wouldn't have broken glass for no reason. For now, let's leave it as a reference for later. Okay, and then just the other end of the fuse. The window is broken, enough for one person to pass through. It's a big crack. If you go through this way, you can go to the power room without using the entrance of switching them. Okay. Okay, there's a blood trail here. Oh, let's investigate the Yuki. Look right here. What? This is a blood stain, but what is this? This seems odd, right? Tomori's body is clearly deep in the control room. The blood leads from the entrance to the power room. It's strange. There's no blood outside. The culprit killed Tomori and then run away in a hurry? No, wait a minute. The fact that the blood is close to the entrance means that the struggle started at the entrance? Why are the windows broken? Breaking those wasn't a part of it? Besides, there's blood. There's blood. What? Besides, there's this blood near the entrance of the control room. But there's no blood anywhere outside of the power room. Did they wipe the blood spot of the power room? What in the world happened? The hell? Y'all saw that? Oh. Like the blood trail like changed. Okay, well, I think that's it. What the hell? Hey, Hayato, what are you doing? Why's that burnt? Oh, Maeda, well, I'm checking here. You know what this that is? That's an exhaust vent or a... What? Is that burnt charcoal? That's weird. When everyone gathered in front of the power room, there wasn't anything like that in the corner, right? Right, I was here too, but I couldn't have noticed that. First, shouldn't we check what it is? Bro, who just... Whoa! Hayato, what are you doing? Did you stumble into something? Ah! Oh my god, what the fuck? Is that piano wires? Holy shit! Her side! Hayato, what? Why is there blood? Hayato, who was walking to investigate the strange object, suddenly it grabbed her leg and started bleeding. The flesh near the back of her Hayato's left thigh was sharply cut and was dropping a lot of blood. Hayato! Dude, what the fuck? Where's her piano wire? What? I heard Anime-chan scream. Yeah, Anime-chan! Hayato, what was it? What is this wound? Before that, let's call Inori first, quickly. Oh, okay, I'll call her. Bro, why is there just a piano wire, or like, you know, like the hell it's like, deep wire? Dude, everyone, don't come. Huh? Wire, there's a hidden wire. Wire? Looking closely at the plate where Hayato fell, the bottom part I was able to see a sharp wire that was hard to see. At least I noticed it, with Hayato's blood. It was too thin to see it with the naked eye. What is this? That burnt object was used at bait. Who installed a trap like this? Why? No, before that, what do we do with Hayato? Fucking patch up her wound! Inori's ready to run a room! Get her ass! If Inori were here, she's a certain, she might know what to do. I got Inori here. Yeah! What, Hayato, what's going on? Well, she got caught in a wire trap. Inori, what should we do? Wire trap, why is that? This, I'll look at her vitals first. Hana-chan, but is it okay? Is there a place to treat her? Currently, the nurse's office is locked. What place do we use to treat her wound? That's true, but the amount of bleeding is bigger than I expected. I have to do something about it quickly. Be careful, there's still a wire there. Or what the fuck? By Inori's judgment, she takes Hayato with her. It's okay, Hayato, as an athlete, she must have a strong will. Let's hope it's just a scratch. Bro! It's like cut into her side! Oh my goodness! I'm worried about Hayato, but there's not much time left before the class trial. I still haven't figured out that much. Curse it, what kind of person would do this? It's not enough with killing Tomori, even though they set a trap on Hayato. Is that wire far away? It was installed by the culprit. But was there a target in the first place? If you do a trap like this, it's a complete indiscriminate attack against an unspecified person. I don't have much time to go through the details. I only searched the control room, so let's quickly investigate other places. Oh shit, okay, Maeda. First of all, I also got an injury while trying to investigate this area, and what I found is... this. Looks like a black object. Wow, really? This is a flashlight. Another one? This flashlight is burned. There's also a fire inside the control room. So was this flashlight burned at some point inside the fire? No, wait. With the flashlight, it was already inside the room. Two flashlights were broken inside. Why is there this one here? And who used it? It burnt out, but you can see that it's a flashlight. If you include the one inside the switch room, this would be the third flashlight. What the fuck is going on? Maeda-kun, is Ayumi-chan okay? What to do? What can I do? Ugh. Take it easy, Akane. I know you're worried, but the class trial will start soon. We have to focus on the investigation first. Our friend was hurt, but you want to investigate? Yes, we have to investigate. What do you want? You want to die? Is it that easy to work around like that? Well, I'm sorry. As much as I want to mourn and, like, you know, help Ayame, we kind of need to survive first, Akane. Like, please. Like, you know, I'm not trying to be cold, but like, come on now. Oh, I'm sorry, Maeda-kun. To be mad at Maeda-kun is not the right way to do this. It's okay, I understand. Once you start to calm down, I have something to ask you, Akane. Something to ask? Yes, not only you, Ayame, but also in the dorm, Kinjo, Hayato, and Kurikawa weren't there. That time, even though nighttime was starting, you didn't return to the dorms, right? Ah, that's right. Well, I tried to go back, but I couldn't because of this. Just past 9 o'clock, I was doing some cooking research in the kitchen. Cooking? So the reason why the food was already done every day was because of this? Yes. By the way, it seemed to me that there was a lack of ingredients today. Because I wanted to make different recipes, but alas, I couldn't. I made a mistake while wearing tempura. What? While wearing tempura, so all the oil splashed on my clothes. Huh. I tried to go to bed soon, but I had to watch the whole thing in the bathroom. Because the washing machine wasn't working. Oh, I see. By the way, were you alone during that time? Yeah, Ayame seemed to go training, because she was going there before bed. So that's the case, I see. Yeah, Kitsune-chan, I'm so sorry. Thank you for telling me this. We must find the culprit together. Yes, let's push on, Maeda. Dude, what the hell? But Maeda, do you think Hayato will be alright? Not sure, I'm worried, but since she was hurt on the leg, shouldn't be a problem, I think. Hayato, you got injured while trying to investigate, right? I can't forgive a killer who even does this. Let them investigate more for Hayato's sake. Yeah, there's not much time left, so let's hurry. I'm really sorry about Tomori. Yeah, right. I hope you become to be able to open your heart to us. Open your heart? Come to think of it, I heard that before. Oh, Ihara wasn't with us that time. After our reunion, we were able to move Tomori's heart. I didn't mean to blasphemize the dead, but I honestly can't believe that point. You Ihara too? Hikaru said that too. You're a good person down to the root, though. To the root. You seem stiff and partial. No, I can feel that to be the case because you've been missionary to the others these days. It's only a week since we met her, but the nature of Tomori was a little guy. When I left Kinjo's group, I felt hesitant, but it was a bit unbelievable that I didn't care about my pride enough to return to you all again. Of course, it's just my opinion. If I actually thought like that, for you guys, I would have forget I said anything. Ihara, I know that's not the case right now, but can't you reconsider? Be with everyone together again? Don't talk about it. I changed my mind once. I don't plan on changing it twice. Don't worry. Rest assured, I'm not trying to blame or ignore you like Mikaru. I intend to exchange as much as possible, so don't be too disappointed. Now, let's overcome the crisis that's right in front of us. Alright, Ihara. Alright, Ray. What do you gotta say? Mikaru, is the investigation going well? No. I have something to think about. That's the problem. What? You want to sit down and naturally talk about it? Do you mind? Shut up! Don't speak, idiot! I'll cooperate with you. Do I have to say it 100 times? Mikaru's reaction as usual, but to think that Mikaru has something to think about. Is there something amiss in this case? It's the end, Maeda. It's the end of me. Why, Otoori? Sorry, I'm sorry. It may be my fault that Kijuna died. Wait, what does that mean? Please calm down and tell me. Well, that is, now, when I think about it, something suddenly came to my mind. The second day, was it? It must have been the first night after breakfast together. These days, my routine was to check the items at the antique store before late night. And as soon as I woke up the next day, I went there and checked the number of items every day. Are antique shops so good? I guess because you're a merchant, you understand it. That's also because when Maki died, wasn't there a lot of stuff used in the crime from the antique shop? I was worried that would happen again, so I looked at things every day and perfectly. Memorized the type and location of each object. Anyways, so I looked at the items on the section every evening and went back to the antique. So as soon as I got up the next day, I found out some things were missing. What thing? That's the problem. At the time, all the goods are still properly in order before I went to check. I can't think of what's missing. After all, but I know that something is definitely missing. Otori, there's no doubt that's the thing that disappeared. Yeah, when things that were inside the switch room, the fuse, the ladder, the flashlight, they all disappeared back then. So, that would mean that the killer prepared the tools very early in this case? Well, I'm not so sure about that, but I'm certain that the time that the tools were missing was at late nighttime. Late nighttime? But at that point, only Mikaru, Tomoro, and Yuiharo weren't with us. Who were wandering around late at night, right? Huh? Then the culprit is among those three. No, I'm not falling for that trick again. You ain't pulling a Mitch on me. Oh, then it can't be Tomori since she's already dead. Right, then that only leaves Mikaru and Yuihara. It's one of them, there's no doubt. My memory is one of the things that's clear as crystal. It's still too early to conclude, but it seems to have been a good reference. Thank Otori. By the way, can I just ask one question? The wire that just hurt Hayato from the antique shop? Hayato got hurt? What do you mean? Oh, you didn't know? Just before the switch room turned off, the killer installed a wire trap. Hayato got caught there, and she injured her leg. Huh? A wire trap? Why is that? Oh, well that's the reason why Inori and Hayato just went out together? Yeah, I think the killer is more cunning than I thought. Huh. I hadn't seen it, but maybe the wire did not come from the antique shop, but from the storage room? What is there with the fuse, the ladder, and the flashlight? They were wired, but they were not gone, so probably not. Is that true? Okay, thanks for the clue anyways. Did I help you? You're welcome. Let's do our best to catch the culprit, Maeda. That's right. Otherwise, we will die. Aye! Okay, Saguri. What do you got for me? Maeda, what happened earlier? I thought Nori with Hayato leaving the power room. Well, that is... I explained to Kinja what just happened. What? A wire trap? I still don't know why the killer installed such a thing. Was it not targeting only for Tomori? We're still aiming at someone like Hayato was. It should add more evidence to the crime. No, probably not. Huh? How do you mean? Looking at the case, the wire trap feels a little out of place. Out of place? What the tell me, man, help! What do you mean you're gonna keep it to yourself? I'll tell you more about it on the class trial. I have to do some research here for now. Having said that, Kinjo looked ahead again. Kinjo was investigating. This piece of the broken glass from the switch room window? Yeah. It's also strange. Strange? Shape of the broken glass, temperature, the direction of the fragments flew off. I see. Can I take a look too? You can. Be careful not to damage the scene. The fragments were broken to pieces and splashed on the floor. Inside, I felt the darkness of that room little by little. Also, the shards were quite hot because of the fire. How did it even happen while we were resting? In the first place, I don't even know what the time the situation even happened. Come to think of it, Kinjo. Why weren't you at the dormitory at the time? You said to follow that rule, didn't you? Come to think of it, Maeda, you weren't here back then. There were only 6 of us. It was Tarina, Hayato, Kurikawa, Uehara, Makaru, and myself. What happened here exactly, with this fire? Why did the power room become like this? Yeah, I'll tell you. At the class trial. Oh my god. I'll have to explain the situation to everyone once again. Is it just your signature line, Saguri? I have the information. At the class trial. Please, man. First of all, the reason I wasn't in the dorm at the time, if the other fact, is because I discovered something. But I'll tell you at the class trial. What? It was around 9 p.m. As I was about to go back to my dormitory after completing my investigation, I heard Hayato scream. What? Hearing that there was a fire in the power room, I hurriedly headed to the 2nd floor of the school, where I met Makaru, Uehara, and Hayato there. The situation at the time was that there was smoke from the switch was leaking to the hallway. We hurriedly went in to extinguish the fire with the fire extinguisher on the hallway. At the switch room entrance, in other words, I went to the corner of the power room and turned off the light, but suddenly I heard an explosion sound from the other side. That was this broken glass. When you heard that sound, or you all forward together? Yeah, me, Hayato, Makaru, and Uehara were at the switch room entrance. Okay, but could have someone just set off the fire and then was just waiting inside the control room for someone to enter and then attack? That would have been very risky because there are a lot of people. So what reason would she have to enter there? What reason would Tomori have to enter there? We had a lot of smoke, but we were close enough to confirm each other's positions. I see then. The only thing I can think of is Killer was inside the switch room, broke in the glass, and ran away. Have you seen any other person besides those 3? As I mentioned earlier, it was smoking, but I didn't see anyone else. Wait, but at that point, Arina and Kurikawa weren't together. I don't like cutting it here like this, but I'll tell you soon. Anyways, I turned the switch to extinguish the fire at the entrance, and when Hayato, Makaru, and me went inside, Omori was dead. At that point, the By Discovery announcement came out, and after listening to the broadcast, Arina and Kurikawa came to the power room first. I don't know if you came after them, right? That's right. And what about Uehara? You all went together, but Uehara did not check the body? Uehara heard me when I told him to check the broken back window and went to the other side. But there was no clue other than that, what we already see here. After listening to the broadcast, Harina and Kurikawa came. After that, the rest including me in the dormitory came, correct? Yes, it seemed the overall development of this case is roughly in this matter. But something is questionable, to be honest. It's suspicious that 2 people out when the situation happened. Maeda, now that there's not much time left, instead of being with me, can you check Tarina and Kurikawa? I want to confirm if they stayed together before the body discovery. Can you find out about it? Are you suspicious of them? Well, it's true that they don't have an alibi, but then please do so. I need to investigate the window more. Oh, Kinjo. One sec, can I ask one more thing? I just heard the whole situation from you, but I still don't get what's weird about the glass shards from the window. Simply put, it's neatly broken. Huh? Besides, the structure of the window is strange. Look, even though the glass is broken, and a body can pass through, the lights in the power room hardly reach inside the switch room, right? No matter what principle the room was made of, if it was marked and sealed at this level, when the fire broke out, the outside of the power room would not have spread the flames more than what was expected. And with the strength of incongruity you mentioned? Maeda, there is no time. I can't explain in detail here. I'll tell you in the class trial. Oh, there's a class catchphrase. First of all, check out the alloy of those two people I mentioned earlier. Okay. I heard Kinjo's explanation, but I did not know anything strange that stood out. If there's something that can only be seen by him as the ultimate police officer. Anyways, I'll know when it comes to the trial. Investigation comes first. Jesus. Alright, well. What? The headmaster of the school wants to inform you that the fun is pouring out at this hour. It's already close to midnight, so hurry up and finish this. All of you, please gather at the door. Wait, but we didn't even get to check the kitchen. Finally, it's time. Damn it, I haven't even investigated properly yet. I have only checked the power room, the switch room. There's also the switch room Hayato, and the timing was too late. Well, if I hang out here, Monsoon will kill me, because this isn't a joke. Let's go. Somehow, even with the information collected so far, we have to find out the culprit. Not just me. Oh, that's me. My goodness. If I put everyone's heads together, I can definitely go through this like last time. Bro, we even... Oh, Maeda. Well, at least I'm amazed. Somewhat healed. Hayato, are you okay? I'm applying first aid as a substitute for a band-aid. It stopped all bleeding, but... Hayato, the time's already running out. We have to go to trial. That's all we can do. Yes, I heard it too. While I received the first aid from Minori and returned to help more with the investigation, it just showed up. We can't help it now. No, don't overdo it. Rather, it's the leg okay? Hayato? Maeda? Hayato's like she... Well... What is it? The truth is, my left thigh tendon had been cut. I can't even walk. The damage might be permanent or not. Only time dude, I could tell that was pretty bad. Because in order for her to go through it, it must have like sliced through her leg, like pretty good. Permanent or not, only time will tell. What? It was unfortunate the tendon part got cut so much. I don't know what would happen if I had surgery right now. Also, I don't know if there's a room on the school to do this wrist. Wait a minute, what that? You can't walk, let alone run? Actually, the lower part of the thigh, I can't feel it. Without Inori's support, I couldn't have made it here. This is so outrageous. It's nonsense. Hayato, you're a track field athlete. Is that okay to lose one talent in vain? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If only I were a doctor who could fix it at once. Well, you're a surgeon, but you only got the tool to do it. It's alright, Onori. It's not your fault. Stop. This wasn't Onori's fault. However, Maeda, we shouldn't be arguing here right now. Isn't the class trial about to start? But Hayato, in the future even if my legs were intact, if you fail the class trial, you all will be killed. This is fine. I can worry about my legs later. So, let's go now. It's enough if Inori supports me. I'll do it. Hayato. Oh god. It's Inori and Ayame. Are they gonna be killed third? Because it's like every game, the third trial is a double murder. Because Inori's always with... Oh god, please no. Oh please, I hope I'm wrong. I tried to be calm, but Hayato's body gradually was trembling. You would be the most desperate to yourself. Even if Omori can't walk anymore, it's a shock. Nevertheless, I have to try and overcome the class trial for everyone, with only a strong mentality. I got it. You're right. When you die, it's all over. Let's go to the trial. Everyone's there. Yeah. Damn. Coming back here. I remember when Kyoka-chan died. I was kind of hoping this would not happen again. Hayato, it's your leg okay? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, no problem at all. Inori gave me first aid. I'll get better soon. For the time being, Inori will support my footing, so that's all. Hayato? Is that so? I'm really glad. We can go to the trial with confidence. The trial. Oh no, he's hulking up. I'm going to stand here in the trial with confidence! Wow! I was wondering when was that coming out? I see. By the way, Kurikawa, where is she? Huh? I can't see Kurikawa in the room. Mikado-chan? I haven't been able to see her during the investigation. Where did she go? No, wait a minute. If they disappear at this hour, could it be Kurikawa-chan is the culprit? What did you say? Kurikawa's the killer? No, that hasty judgment. Maybe something went wrong? She also cut her leg? Ha! You're all here. Whew. This is time I will kind you. I came out on the entrance. Face to face. You're done releasing the bowels, right? I'm really nice, aren't I? Then, are we going underground like last time? I'm sad no one paid attention to respond me. What are you saying? We're missing one. Where did Kurikawa go? Huh? Weren't you all together? Oh, it's true. That girl is nowhere to be found? Unbelievable. Does she want to dip the class trial? Wait up. I'll bring her now. But what's this girl being late for? She could die if she's late. Damn it. Hayato, who was injured, also came here. She may lack legs, but she doesn't lack guts. I have to give that woman a training regimen. Well, I mean, Kurikawa's not really the culprit, right? What do you mean, Haru? Kurikawa's not that kind of person. That's not her voice. Not that kind of person? Did you guys not see Higa as the guy who started the killing at the beginning? That was... Oh, are you going to claim he's an innocent person? I mean... Something's odd. Didn't you guys used to tackle my words all the time? Homori Kitsuna did that often, but that bitch died. Hey maid, for some reason, you're being awfully quiet. I thought you would be the first to put a rebel attitude. Huh? Well, me? Sorry, I didn't hear. Harina, are you okay? Come to think of it, you seem less energetic than usual. Can you tell? Oh, I just have something to think about. You idiot. The class trial will begin soon. Of course no one had the energy for this. Idiot? Why, of course I'm an idiot. But it's weird. That's a suggestion that Kurikawa disappeared. You'd be considered the main suspect. We're putting into our topics for later. Even Kinjo thinks that... I can't confirm it yet, but some of my suspicion figures were selected during the investigation. Kurikawa is one of them. What? Why Kurikawa? Kurokawa? Let's talk about it in the class trial. Discussing here will only get things agitated. Well, yes, but Kurikawa still needs to be here for the class trial. Kurokawa. Oh, she just appeared. Everyone's waited long enough. I brought the latecomer. Mikado-chan. Hurry! It's the first time, so I'll be flexible in the particular case, but next time, I'll punish you. No questions asked. Well, now all 12 of you finally got together, like last time. I'll be going down first, so take the elevator to proceed. I'm gonna face through the floor. Kurikawa, what happened? I haven't seen you since the investigation. What have you been up to? I don't think you came from investigating, were you? Hey, I don't think she plans on opening her mouth anytime soon. Why don't we leave the bitch alone and go down properly? God damn it, it's ready to batting on bitch over and over again. Christ. Doesn't matter if you want her to speak here. Kurikawa. Kurokawa. Trial. After it's over, I'll tell you. This is suspicious. Very suspicious. Headaches? Headaches! Alright then. You are the culprit. You won't be able to survive when the class trial's done. It can't be. It's not her. Kurokawa? Was there a reason you were being late? You just say after class trial. Now everyone, I know you don't like doing a class trial. I want to stop this situation somehow, but it happened. It's really futile at this point. What will happen next? First, let's pass the trial and talk. Now, only thinking about surviving the trial and clearing your mind and eyes from any misconceptions. Kinjo is right. I can afford to think differently right now. All we must do is survive. We are here at the crossroads of life and death. Yes, let's clear up our minds and face this. Surely we can make it. We can figure out the culprit. Yes, I'm not alone. Everyone's here. I had to doubt someone again and turn them into a killer, but I have to. Again, I have to. I have no choice but to do this class trial. Alright, well, what everyone's thinking. You gonna say anything? No use. Again, another hellish trial begin. All of us are accused. I'm not going to back out at all. Coming here twice, I feel like I'm gonna be sick on my stomach. How long are you gonna stay put here? Let's hurry. I'm sorry, I didn't want to get everyone's insight. I'm worried. Something doesn't look right for everyone. What do you mean? I just need to tell everyone that my leg is fine for now. It will increase confusion if we tell them the truth. I'll think it's the right time. There's something very bustling about this case. Hey, sorry, I keep getting lost. I can't do this. If you do what you think is correct for everyone, you'll be able to find the killer. Me? Why don't you help too? Like, you don't put it all on me. The class trial, not a me trial. Is there really a culprit within us? The culprit who killed Tomori. Satsuki investigated very seriously. Honestly, I have found nothing. Sorry. Satsuki, I hope you make it to the end. But I feel like someone like you who's bubbly can't survive to the end. I really hope you do. Well, let's go. Let's reveal the corrupted seed that committed the murder again. It's really painful, but I have to do it. Cheer up, everyone. I'll open the elevator door. That is not his voice. But bro, we didn't even get to check the kitchen to see like if the kitchen that came from there. Oh my god. The elevator goes down underground with a rattling sound. It was the second time I felt it, but my heart didn't calm down again. There's no guarantee that the culprit will be revealed safely this time. I have to do my best, but I'm still a little nervous this time. I could only investigate the power room and the switch room, and I don't even know who the culprit was. We probably guess in this state? Oh. Maeda. Kurokawa? Yes? Kurokawa talked in a small voice in the elevator to me. Her voice was a whisper, so without realizing, I answered and whispered too. It seemed the others didn't hear because the elevator noise. Kitchen. I've been to... Knife. One was missing. Oh really? The same Kurokawa went to investigate after all. The fact that one kitchen knife disappeared means that the murder weapon on Tomori's neck was brought from the kitchen. Wait, but Akane was in the kitchen! Oh! Akane. Oh no. And... yeah? Never mind. God damn it, man! Tell me! What, Raid's not gonna point out or disagree? Not gonna point out her just coming next to me? Like, hey, what the hell are you getting close to my Ada for? Kurokawa seemed to have something to say. Kurokawa's a unique girl, even though the number of girls seemed to be few. But when I really need it, she talked more than I saw. But thanks to the information Kurokawa gave me, the source intake is becoming more clear. It will be helpful for a trial, even a little. I'll take note of it. Oh, nice. In our handbook or going the elevator. Knife missing in the kitchen. Very good. For a long time, the elevator carried us down to the basement. With a huge shake, the elevator arrived to the class court. Alright, let's go. Alright. White and gray now. What was green before? What the hell? You're all here. Great. Let's start a late night class trial. The room looks different than last time. Oh, of course. If you always do the same thing in the same interior, all the tension dies, right? Change. It's a lot we all need. It's like Nickelodeon's goddamn slime, or what? Yeah, and paint on the room. It's a repulsive room. Yeah, I would say green is a very strong color. Huh. If you're noisy and starting to fall asleep, so why not go to your own seat? Good. Was there always two like king chairs there? Why are there two like throne chairs? Everyone seems to be prepared. I feel very different atmosphere since last time. Is it because you went through a trial once, or is it because your trust is falling apart? Shut up and start, you damn stuffed toy. Hey, it's not a stuffed toy, it's Monokuma. I'm not upset. Whatever. Even if you rush me in, I was gonna start anyways. We should finish quickly and everyone go back to sleepy time, yeah? Oof, oof, oof. That is, if not an eternal sleep for the majority. Okay, let's start. Again, the tension starts flowing as soon as we stand in each bench. It's like making a wall to make each other suspicious. When I stood there, I realized once more that it begins again. Homori, a girl who was a classmate and she was looking for affection recklessly. But at the end, she opened her real self to us, and it wasn't bad at the very beginning. No matter what anyone thought in the process. The killer who murdered her so badly. And not enough with killing Tomori, the culprit who committed an unforgivable crime that made Hayata lose her leg with a trap aimed at a random. The class trial to uncover the killer begins now. The trial that risks her life. A lie that took her life. Betrayal at the risk of everyone's lives. Giving an excuse to survive. An excuse to kill. A fake trust in our classmates. A life-threatening debate. A life-threatening excuse. A life-threatening trust. A life-threatening class trial. Alright. And you know what? We're gonna end it off there, because I'm not too sure how long the halfway point of the class trial will be. So, thank you guys for watching. And I am so hyped to get into the class trial, because we don't got all the pieces. We only were able to investigate one room, but we need to figure out why that wire trap was there, and why there was just a burst flashlight outside. That part, and whatever Saguri was saying. But you know what, ended up delaying. Thank you guys for watching. Until next episode, I will see you guys again. Peace.